from the local residence clique to teaming up with the Black Soprano family. Tell us about how you were found in the bushes and what being a part of BSF means to you.
It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me, bro. It does. You know, coming from where we come from in Buffalo and stuff like that, it wasn't really no guys coming to just pick guys up in this rap shit. You know, you really just had to just go off blind faith and just pray to God that, or just work hard, really. But still, you always gotta have faith. You know what I mean? To just really just keep going. Cause it's like it's definitely discouraging. I was just fortunate enough to have the right people around me and stuff like that, to where it led to now, to what we got going on now. So that means I can smoke weed, right?
Absolutely, 100%. And if anyone listens to Elcamino's music, they could hear the heart, they could hear the soul in it, whether it's the sonics, whether it's the. I guess I'll put it like this: like, no man should have to endure the things that Elcamino has had to endure, but yet look at where he is on the verge of a Black Soprano family album debut coming out this Friday, October 6th. I
That
guess
joint so,
it
and
is.
it's so fucking crazy too. The album is ridiculous. Like this some of the best shit ever made by man. You know, this is some of the best shit ever made by man. That's my clothing rack in the back.
And in Genesis 1, everyone has free will. You know what I mean? Some of them even chose to spit on the Lord Jesus himself. So I guess my question would be, how hard did you spit on your BSF debut?
Pause on that. But
Yeah.
not a lot of people growing. Some people growing, some not. Some people just staying in the same position they out, like as far as like their bars and shit. But I feel like it just shows my growth.
No,
You
I
know?
mean, honestly, it's crazy to think like this is the debut. You know what I mean? I guess I would like kind of ask you like what goes into making this the debut? Because for me, I mean, for a true like listener, Don't Eat the Fruit was the debut, and that thing charted at what 13 on iTunes just off the first tape you put out. So
It
what
did. It did. You know, it's crazy. A lot of people don't know that. It really did, though. It did. That's crazy. You know that, bro. That's fire that you know that.
100%. But what makes this album? Is it a magnum opus? Is it just your first, on the label?
It
What?
make it my debut. It makes it my Black Soprano debut.
Uh,
That's what it is.
you grow through what you go through. Like you were having like 9 and 10, you were going through it. But now, like I wouldn't, what you went through made you who you are. But a lot of people don't really have to deal with that. So it's like you gotta go through some shit. Sometimes, you know, it's better to is it better to have it then or now? But like the fact of the matter is you never let it break you, you know?
Yeah. Now, don't go putting yourself in those situations just to say you've been through some shit, because you got a clean slate, motherfucker. Just take advantage of it. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, certain things is for certain people. Like if I was meant to have just a smooth life coming up, I'd probably still be able to rap. You know what I'm saying? But I probably wouldn't be as resourceful, or I probably wouldn't be as ambitious. You know, the ambition levels is low when you got everything already.
No, absolutely. When it's just handed to you.
Yeah, but you always want to stay ambitious, man. Look aside having the shit already, even if you do got it, and just still try to fight through to get more or find a way. Start a business. Give yourself something to do.
Yeah, because it ain't on me, it's in me. I mean, it's on me too, but
Pause. You. But if
you don't have to pause that. Look at this shit right here.
if you were sitting around, if you sitting around with free time, that's could have been time you was putting towards your business or your craft. You know, you always got to use all your time and take advantage of it because it's somebody out there that is. They moving forward, and you still sitting there still. I tell motherfuckers all the time, I wake up early as hell because shit, I feel like there's somebody out there getting money before me. Shit, I like to get money first. All of this shit, you got to learn shit from somebody. Like you can't just like, unless you want to those people that just know it all. But it's like I feel like you can't just be perfect if you like not willing to learn. You feel me?
You could never stop learning.
Yeah, like you got a chance of being perfect if you're sitting there willing to learn. Cause you got to think like,
yeah,
greatness comes from greatness. Greatness comes from greatness.
But in the same breath, even if you weren't raised around money, you could still get to the money. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you don't need to be raised around money to get money because a lot of people I know, not down to nobody or nothing like that, but like that was raised like around successful family and shit like that. They had it harder as adults because they had it so easy. They had it easy so easy growing up that they really like have no hardships like growing up. It just was no hardships and like it catch you off guard when you're 30 years old and your first hardship comes. You're like, fuck, what am I doing? Now you're just depressed and you never been through depression. Like a lot of people been through depression when they was like, I probably they used to tell me to relax when I was like 9, 10, so I wouldn't have like a nervous breakdown because my nerves are so bad. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah, that was not my case. You know,
you feel me? So
that's a great point because a lot of people believe that these things that they want, these great aspirations that they have, are supposed to come to them. It's just supposed to fall in your lap. You're entitled to these things when it's just never.
nah, like you gotta really like just sit back and watch sometimes. Like before I even like knew what the fuck I was doing, I thought I was great, and I knew I would be great because I knew like the ability I had to where just like to learn things, musical abilities I had. I felt like I was good. Like I knew I could do something, but it really took me to just sit under, pause, like certain artists or certain people and just learn the certain routes to go. Like, you know.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And know that you play the bass guitar. I know you play the drum, and you said you can never stop learning. You got to learn from greatness. What was the impact of your mother being a choir director?
It made me a critic. It made me a good critic of music.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
hear me?
I like how you know like the ins and outs of the shit. Like I think I seen you say somewhere you could hardly have someone just send you a beat they made. Like you want to be in the room while they're making it.
Yeah, sometimes like that's the majority of the time because like right now in the position I'm in as an artist, like I'm a great rapper, but a lot of people don't know me, so it's like I'm not in those rooms with certain producers and stuff like that to where they could play me a full album that sounds perfectly already ready for me to just start rapping on. You feel what I'm saying? Because they at the highest level of what they do. You feel what I'm saying? So they able to do that and play a full album just back to back albums of beats. You feel what I'm saying? The people I deal with, they trying to get to that level, so they don't have just catalogs of beats lined up and know it's perfect for me and stuff like that. They don't have that yet. So I'm kind of like on these high level producers level, but I'm still working with the guys that's still trying to get to their level. You feel what I'm saying? So
Absolutely. So I want to take it back. I know you had a nice run in Baton Rouge. I know that you represent Buffalo heavy. The Last Poets were formed in Marcus Garvey Park in East Harlem on May 10th, 1968. In what ways are you and your Black soprano family the last poets of our generation?
hmm. The last poets of our generation, I want to say, I can't say we the last because it's younger guys that's like out there like still taking in what we doing and making it to their own thing and learning from what we doing. It's like they not following that ordinary route that everybody else following as far as this music wise and how they like the sound. You feel what I'm saying? They see what we doing and they want to push it forward, being original and sticking to our thing that we always stuck to and being successful from it or seeing success from it. that will probably make us like the last of this generation. Because shit, it's almost over. It's gonna be a new generation soon. You feel me? Yeah, this gonna be my second project of the year. It's gonna be my third project, and because that project was with my brother, so I kind of like don't take credit for 100% credit for those.
So you said King Ralph is your brother?
Yeah, that's my blood brother.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the same dad.
All right. Well, that's good to know. I really like that project as well. And I mean, how cool it is for a listener to hear your, if you got a rotation of BSF drops, to hear yours right after Fuego Base. I think that project was crazy. Like the one that dropped on 420, to have those.
Fuego Base project, probably one of my favorite albums to come out this year. On the strength of just the playback value.
100%.
The playback value is like you gotta play that. You gotta just keep running that shit back, man. And at the time when he dropped it, I think I was traveling a lot and driving a lot, so I was listening to that joint a lot.
Me, I felt that heavily when he's talking about my mother, cancer stage 4. She told me go on the tour still. A woman who raised us off of chemo visions. And I wrote the article. I said, Bass, I don't know if you'll see this, but just know that I felt that because I've been dealing with that thing in my whole life, but you just put it on wax so eloquently.
See, Bass, one of the most vivid, like, I feel like Bass was like perfect for the Black Soprano family.
And I believe Fuego Bass is on what, track number 1?
He is.
Okay. So what can we look forward to from the likes of the Black Soprano family from this debut album? I know I already asked you earlier, but it's called They Spit on Jesus. That's a wild story in of itself.
Yeah, man, it's definitely wild. It's definitely wild. It's crazy. You know where I got that name from?
Huh.
My barber gave me that name and he was giving me an edge up.
Oh, really?
He said I said something to him, and he was like, "Man, shit, well, hey, they spit on Jesus." And I looked at the man in his eyes when he cutting your hair and shit.
Yeah.
But I looked at the man and shit in the eye a little bit. I kind of wasn't looking. I was looking away though, because
just the side, like you
like a side eye. I don't rock like that, but the side eye and shit, right? I wrote that shit in my notes, and I had the name for like 2 years, probably.
I mean, it's crazy.
I probably had the name for 3 years, probably, and I had the cover for 2 years.
The cover, man, the way that you unraveled it, because at first you're like, okay, like, you guys play on the religious imagery. Bethlehem was like that. Let There Be Light was like that.
The thing is with that, it's not I'm playing on it. It's just this is part of my life. Like, I was raised in church. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the imagery I use is what the music sound like. Like how the image it give you sometimes. It's like I could try to like. It's like say my songs. Each song is a different color marker. You feel what I'm saying? That's like what I'm drawing my picture with, like the songs and stuff on the album. But bro, I was raised in church, man. My mom used to make me go to church 4 times a week, bro. Every day. She used to clean up, Bible study, Sunday school, prayer meeting, choir rehearsal, male chorus rehearsal. What's it called? Women's ministries rehearsal. That's like 10 things. Like it's not even enough days. Some of that times we was going to church 2 times a day. So it's like when people tell me stuff about like the Bible and stuff like that, and it's like, bro, my grandma used to make me read the Bible before I went to school. So it's like I know I'm completely aware of the Bible. Like I understand the Bible.
Would you say that made you more grounded?
It did, and it kind of gave me more awareness. And it's like, some people know what they know. You feel what I'm saying? Like as a kid, I knew a lot of shit about the Bible. We didn't really talk about it, but it was just always something I knew. You feel what I'm saying? Like some kids know how to skate or dance and shit like that.
Well, you definitely know what you're doing, especially when it comes to the fashion. Your anti-gun violence company, I think it puts forth a great message through the clean designs and the apparel that's at the time. How important is it to have multiple artistic vehicles to move your message? And what is your message?
My message with anti-gun violence is basically just what it says, anti-gun violence. You know, like I don't really stand for violence and shit like that, but at the time I was making a lot of violent music on the strength of that's just our formula. You know, the grimiest shit you could ever think of. The grimiest, most flyest shit you could ever think of. That's our formula. It was like shit. I treated it like it was really a business, and it made me hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably millions.
I heard you got 50 left.
50 what? Yeah, it's $50. 50 cents.
So
oh,
I mean,
got it. Right here.
so you go. They want to hear what you say.
25 cents now.
So do you get back to Buffalo very often, or what does that look like?
I'm in Buffalo right now.
Okay, so what do you think about the Broadway business hub that they're starting to open up between Michigan and Jefferson?
What'd you say?
I saw an article like maybe a couple months back. This dude named Uzo Ihanko and his son Kalechi Ihanko are opening a UPS store, and they're trying to get Broadway more like black business, more like
Are they black?
popping. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with it.
Uh-huh.
I'm fucking with it. I like it.
No doubt. So is Buffalo then your favorite place to perform?
No, not
Okay,
at all.
what might that be?
Hmm?
Where might that be?
My favorite place to perform? I used to love tour when I was younger and shit. I want to say when I was like 23, I used to love being on tour, like love it. But I don't remember exact because everywhere was so lit and it was just like a good feeling. Pause. Everywhere I went, so I don't really remember like my exact favorite place. But I'll tell you my favorite place to be.
Okay.
Well, at the time, maybe California, but I think I like Vegas now. I feel like I like music more than I like to rap, so it inspired me to rap. Cause I don't like just I like to hear myself rap. You know.
Hey, you're not the only one.
I love music. That's really what it is. Like I love music more than I love like any like physical object or anything that you get like out in the world. Besides people, like I love people more than I love music.
Hey, and we love your music too. And when I say we, I mean my girl and my girl's son. Okay, because if he starts crying, whatever, I'll throw on that Davis Street, and he just stops crying.
That shit is a beautiful song, man. You wanna know a funny story about that?
Uh,
You probably already know.
it's so
I,
sweet.
I remember like where I got that beef from? I got that out of Westside Gunn email. When I want to say I was like 23 or 24, might have been like 24. Got it out of his email. I was in his basement and shit on his laptop because the studio shit was downstairs, and I was recording myself. I recorded that verse myself in the basement. And when I recorded that, I sent it to him, texted to his phone. He was like, "Yeah, that shit crazy." But that song was so good. It's like, how could you not like it? But just,
Right?
I get it. I get it. Everybody didn't like me at the time because it's like I ain't gonna say I wasn't the best rapper, but I wasn't the greatest. I wasn't really like to me when I listen to my stuff. It's like now that I'm so where I'm at, it's like I could tell like the growth.
No, definitely. And like you see people, you probably put so much time into that first project, and I don't know how much weight people put on a first project, but I mean, if you look at like Jay's first project, that probably took him what 8 to 10 years to make. But regardless, even if your first project flops, you still have to show, which I'm not saying yours did. I'm saying you still have to show that progression. You still have to, because like,
Yeah, like see me, I'm one of those type of dudes. Like I'm just an extra like type of not giving up type of dude. Like I could never like just. I always grow pause from like everything. Like every time I rap and make an album, I always grow from the last one. I can hear the growth. And it's like sometimes like I move so fast, I might be a little bit ahead. And I be having to stay in that time. Let me stay in this time frame for a little while because this is some fly shit I'm talking. But it's like I be moving so quick. I might be like 3 hours ahead, and then I'm thinking in my head when I'm making this song. I'm like, okay, so this gonna be what's the name? It's gonna be this year when I drop this. So I gotta think in this future or some shit like that. Or by this time I'm gonna be rapping like this. And it's like that's not how it works. You gotta really just live your life and just like you feel me? So sometimes I'll be just moving too quick.
I think what makes you like the most admirable as an artist is the fact that you're balanced. Like you're like you could do a trap song, you could do the aggressive songs, but the songs that you make really hit you in the heart. Like, and for people who have gone through some things, like I'm not ashamed to say I've cried to an El Camino song. You know
Real shit, man. Them shits will catch you, man. Especially with some shit that just happened, man. And it's fresh, or it's not even fresh, or just you having a moment. That shit, boy, that shit hit. Trust me, I've been there plenty of times. Like that's why it was points I wasn't even listening to certain shit made by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Can't even bump this shit, but it's fire and I want to.
for sure, for sure.
This
So,
songs of mine I don't listen to.
who, if you don't mind me asking, can you talk about who Kima Brody is and who that is to you?
Kima?
Yeah, you said Kima Brody, a trill one.
Oh, that's my little sister's. She passed away. Rest in peace. That's her baby father.
Uh-huh.
That's my niece. That's my niece's dad. They trying to report my post.
Oh, what? For what?
My album cover.
You originally just put out the table and then you just decided to drop it on them, the whole thing. But I mean, shit, if you're offended by that, like, there's nasty things that go on every single day that no one gives a fuck about. Why they gotta say some shit about that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Catholic Church is what it is though, man. It's like it might make you grounded, but it also shows you that like there's some evil in the world. I just think that y'all toe the line, whether it's you, whether it's Rome Streets, whether it's Benny. I think all y'all really toe the line between good and evil very well, you know, because it ain't just all flowers and daisies. It ain't just all happy. I mean, life ain't like that. I think you guys put your soul out there. It might be dark. It might be light. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it. I mean, like I'm just one of those type of artists. I gotta just say how I feel, and I don't make music. I can't like when I don't feel like the beat don't give me a certain feeling. I can't even rap on it. So that's why, as of lately, I definitely ain't been making like 100 songs a week. It's like I don't really got beats and shit like that.
But you did do that at one time?
I wouldn't say 100, probably like 10, probably
So,
like 12, 3 a day.
regardless. Oh, okay. Who are you looking to work with in the future? Who's like your dream collaborator?
Oh,
Oh shoot. So okay.
oh. Who do I really want to work with? Who do I dream? Because that's the only person I can say I dream with working with. Whole pause. I don't even dream. I mean, my dream collab, Scissor.
Heard you.
You want to know another one?
Yeah.
Ice Spice.
Heard. An advice to your younger self and to anyone who's done what you do.
My advice to my younger self, as far as this music shit.
It's like as far as get into the, you know, just getting being able to be financially free and self-sufficient.
Oh, I always told myself to start a business years ago.
And like you would have never figured it out if you ain't just tried.
Yeah, it's people out there like iffy on whether they want to start a business or not. And I feel like you should just try it because it's like you understand more about what it is like to own a business.
But thank God for y'all, because I felt like it was kind of a drought for a little bit, and y'all really came around like heavily. And not only that, it's just the whole polish. Like everything is polished. It's not just a piece. It's not just here and there. It's like it's very well calculated. I've never seen anyone smarter than West. Mastermind. You know what I mean? Might as well have been an
Genius.
architect.
You're a genius. You're a fucking genius.
I appreciate y'all. I can't wait to hear this album on Friday. I hope you guys keep putting out, which I know you will. And I'll keep listening, and hopefully we can keep talking. So, God bless you, brother.
God bless you, bro. Appreciate you, man, for having me.
Stay up. Hope to see you in concert soon too.
Definitely, very soon.
No doubt.
Very soon.
They spit on Jesus.
They spit on Jesus, man.
How foul of them.
The Shador. All right, my boy.
All right, brother.
All right, peace.
Peace.